Out of Arizona, this woman is waking up in jail this morning, accused of trying to kill her own husband by poisoning his coffee every day. 39-year-old Melody Johnson was indicted by a grand jury in Pima County last month. She's now charged with attempted first-degree murder, attempted assault, and adding poison to food and drink. Stephanie Haynes joins us live to explain this. And Stephanie, her husband set up hidden cameras around the house to test out his theory that something didn't taste right and something seemed suspicious.
Hey, Marky, good morning. Records show that's exactly what Robbie Johnson did. He set up those cameras as soon as he suspected something was off. His coffee started tasting bad, and he pretended to drink it for months. And as to the possible motive in this case, the husband told investigators he believed his wife wanted to collect death benefits. Melody Johnson remains behind bars after her husband accused her of trying to poison him for months. The story begins in Germany, where the complaint says the couple were stationed back in March, and Robbie Johnson is a member of the Air Force. According to the complaint, he noticed his coffee tasted strange. So he bought chemical testing strips, the kind you would use to test the chemical balance of a swimming pool, which he says showed high levels of chlorine in his morning cup of joe. That's when he set up a camera and told investigators he recorded his wife pouring something in the coffee pot. He told investigators he pretended to drink it until at least last month, when the family moved to the Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson. According to the records, Robbie set up the cameras again, and he took the footage to Tucson police, who note in the documents that the video shows Melody pouring something in the coffee, but it's not clear what. Robbie then went to buy more cameras, which looked like fire alarms. He set them up in the laundry room where the bleach was, and put one by the coffee pot and another one to show her walking in between the two. The documents state he recorded multiple videos over several days showing Melody take bleach, pour it into a container, and then walk over and pour it into the coffee maker. End quote. He stated he knew she would continue to try to poison him once arriving back in the U.S., which is why he waited until they arrived here, and he was able to collect multiple videos showing her doing this to make a report.
I do question the not reporting it for months. Why pretend? To drink your coffee for months on end when you have these test strips that you can use to prove. It was surprising to me.
It's the latest case of alleged poisonings in the past few months. In April, a doctor in California was charged after video allegedly shows her pouring drain cleaner in her husband's tea. And in Utah back in May, a mother who wrote a children's book about grief is accused of killing her husband after allegedly lacing his cocktail with fentanyl.
Women tend to prefer poisons. That's a psychological thing that's been proven.
Back to the Arizona case, investigators note in the complaint that the couple has been going through a divorce and that Melody Johnson has family in the Philippines and bought a house there back in December, so she is considered a potential flight risk. She's being held on a $250,000 bond, and it's not clear at this point if she has an attorney, and efforts to reach that attorney were not successful.
Hey, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Waha, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yaki and pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp. I want to go into this video here. We got a couple of scriptures. Lord willing, this will be edifying to the elect. What you see here is women that are, because it was more than one story that they just brought out. Women, you have to really keep your eye on, even the woman that's closest to you. Even though we seen all the way back in the time of the garden, we seen that a woman looks for power, she looks for fame, she looks for money. And it's not just because you can give love to a woman, you can give a woman everything she has, you have to offer, but yet she still won't be satisfied. And that's crazy. You can give a woman almost everything she has that she asks for, and she won't be satisfied. You know what did King Solomon say after 1,000 righteous women, out of 1,000 men you find one righteous, and out of 1,000 women you find none. You know, a woman can be. You know what? I'm gonna get this lesson. I mean, go get a precept here. This is Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 7. It says, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro, that the he that hold of her is as though he held a scorpion, and is a yoke that's shaken to and fro. It's not stable. We have a yoke that is shaken to and fro. That means it's looking to be breaking out of. Because when you put a yoke on something, it'll keep you what? Keep them in. You all right? Keep we have a yoke on a cow to keep the cow in, to keep the cow stable. All right, keep them under your keep them under your ways. But a woman, an evil woman, it's like what? Though you held a scorpion. And what's a scorpion do? A scorpion is gonna sting you, you know. And you watch out. A scorpion can put you to death, right? A scorpion can put you to death. And you see what this woman was doing here, doing whatever she can to put her husband to death because he wanted money. All right. He probably, like I said, she had this. Well, the man had, like I said, he had money to take care of her, but yet it wasn't enough. She wanted to have it all to herself. And believe it or not, she still wouldn't have been satisfied if she would have succeeded. And then you had this damn woman on here, this Edomite, talking about, well, she should have. What made him come later on? Hey, he wasn't drinking the coffee. Now, I don't know. Like you say, he could have still been putting his self in danger. But that's just how the laws work. He put certain things in people's mind. He was just trying to make sure. And, he probably had love for her, saying, hey, why is she doing this? Maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm wrong. That would, you know what I'm saying? A loved woman can have you overthinking things. All right? See, a love for a woman will have you overthinking things, knowing that you see her in the wrong. You want to double and triple check, and that's what he did. And that's where you see what happened is now she's facing jail time. Well, she's going to receive it, you know, and probably already have, I'm sure it's in the mix because it shows her 1 month. But it's like a scorpion, and a woman with the scorpion is like a scorpion will constantly look to what? Put you to death. So why would you try to trust a lot of these women out here? They'll be smiling in your face, kissing you, making love to you, doing whatever they can, feeding you, but yet they're putting a little bit of poison in you, little by little, to try to what? See about putting you to death. Now, why would you seek that for a man you're supposed to be in love with? Or it's supposed to be, like, say, he's your provider, and you looking to put him to death because you want to receive his money or his, like, say, insurance off his death. But that's how it is. Hey, this is Esau's world, and this is how the mindset of a lot of these women are. You know what I'm saying? As you said, as you can see, the women in our tribes, so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, their mindset is bugged out. You had what's this bitch name? Glorilla. She's going around telling young women to what? Be toxic in your 20s, and when you're young, be toxic. So she's telling young women, all right, to be like that evil wife is like a yoke that's shaken to and fro. Break out from these men and be toxic. And what that is, that's basically for her to hold and it's like be like a scorpion to your man. Put the man to death. Do what you can to sting him. Be toxic. That's definitely misleading. That's why they have put a dumbass or a dumb and uneducated woman in front of our Black women. You know what I'm saying? Our what's the so-called Black culture. Look what that's a part of Black culture, telling you to be toxic. Esau runs that, and that's who they're listening to. the sexy reds, you know what I'm saying, telling you to be a whore. You know, don't be out here with this one man. Be a whore. Do what you can to have sex with whoever you want to. If you don't want this man, get rid of him. You can sleep with anybody you want to. You don't have to be faithful to this man. And it leads to mentality like this: if you with this man and you see money, and in order to receive a certain amount of money, and you don't have to deal with this man, you do this right here, and you can put this man to death, and you can receive insurance money. And it wasn't just her; it just showed multiple women. So hey, and when you look at the scripture, also it says, "A virtuous woman rejoices for her husband and shall fulfill the years of his life in peace." That's Sirach 26:2. All right. A virtuous woman, a justly woman, a woman that's basically for her man, and be a submissive, understanding woman, can help a man in age. As the scripture says, a man can have a fullness of life. But see, we're not in that time anymore. Esau have turned everything upside down, right? Esau turned everything upside down. What did that say? Proverbs 31 that says, "Who can find a virtuous woman in these times is definitely a diamond in the rough." It says, um, for her price is far above rubies," and it says, "The heart of her husband doeth safely trust her, so that he shall have no need of." All right, bro. And the elder up in D.C., what did he told us one time? He had told us when we was there some months ago. Why would you look for a wife at the end of the world? And that would make you think. That was like, damn, that's a good point. You can have a woman that you can feel good about. She, because a man loves to sit there and relax on a woman, lay on her bosom. That's comfort for a man. But you got to watch, because we see the time of what happened to all our forefathers that fell into that, and now we're not in the time of being in that so-called comfort or relaxing mode, because that's why you gotta constantly be circumspect. The days are evil, as it says in Ephesians. When you lay into a woman's bosom, you gotta understand, hey, this is a time for me to get up. I gotta move around. I got a little comfort now, but I can't stay in your bosom forever. A woman want to keep you there because she want to take your energy. She want to drain you from your energy. And people are like, well, why are you just talking down on women? No, bro. We see it over and over again. You know. All right, so we see it constantly over and over again. It will say, what is that? Sirach 35, around the 25th verse. It said, "A virtuous woman." Not Slock. It say, "Of the woman is the beginning of sin, and through her we all die." Now, when the time of Esau's rulership, which is going down, but he's really putting that beginning of seeing that we all die to into fullness, because he's have took, especially the women of the nation, especially the nigger women, and have pushed them into being that sinful, lustful, uh, disgusting breed of woman that he has helped mold into today. And now we're seeing the fullness of wickedness in our women, the fullness of wickedness in our men. Because when you get that woman, and he took the man out the house, he disrupted the flow of the family values, the family order, and these women raised these old feminine and sensitive ass little boys and grew up to be men now, and now they're doing what? Now they're still trying to blame blame the man. But you the one that raised all these bird brain and ignorant ass niggas. But that's a woman. She will not she won't take accountability. And if you're not the woman, what I'm saying is you're not a part of that uh, league of women. You can't take that. You're supposed to basically just take heed to it and just kind of realize it. Just like when we talk about these bird brain niggas, you're supposed to take heed to it if you're not that type of man. Because the Lord can put you in any mindset. All right. He's no respecter of person. So keep your mind on that as well. All right. All right. So this is Sirach 25 and verse 13. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. So you see, to give me any wickedness but a wickedness of a woman. Because a woman, you can just see when a woman would, she'll go far beyond talking. When she talking to you, she'll say whatever he can to try to hurt you at the heart. All right. Let alone if she take action on doing certain things, as far as getting money from you when you go to court, do whatever she can to take as much money as she can from you. She don't give a damn. When you get that wickedness of a woman, she really gives, she'll pull it out and uh, her trick bag and show the fullness of the wickedness that she could do. And Esau helps fulfill a lot of those wicked ways, because he know this is going to affect who? The nation of Israel. So he do whatever he can, especially the southern kingdom. All right, that's Esau. All right, so I'm gonna jump to verse 19. All right, it says, all wickedness is but a little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. All right. So a woman, hey, is you can't, especially in these times, let a woman dictate your life, especially in this truth. Lord, that's one of the tests that the Lord will put on us. He'll put a spirit on a woman to come at a man of the Lord and do what they can to see if they can pull him off the truth. That is something that you have to watch for as a test. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Constantly gotta be on that self-control. All right, that sound mind, which is going into what? That self-control. What is that? 2 Timothy 1 around the 7th verse. That self-control. We gotta stay upon it. All right, because a woman can cause a man, and I've seen it on the little minute time I've been in this truth. How a woman can pull the man out the truth, and then he become a man of the world. Later on, you see becoming a bug out. These women will kill you or get you killed out here. I'm not saying if you got a good woman, hey, hold on to her. But constantly, just know, out of 1,000 women, King Solomon found none. All right? So just keep that in mind. So you still have to be a leader for that woman, and you still have to constantly keep her in check. And if she tripping, sometimes you have to bounce out. Because this truth is everything right now. So with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yahaki in pushing his word of truth and sincerity. Shalom.